Hey guys! Live. Hey, welcome back to Mermaid Bay Tarot. I'm Becca. I'm so happy you joined me here. If you're watching this later, thanks for clicking on my channel and subscribing and commenting and liking. I was looking into some decks for fall. You know, it's our hottest time of year right now in Texas, and all I can really think about is fall, cool weather, and all of that encompassing, and maybe having a little bit of a break before the garden gets started again for fall. Um, we've been super busy here, and I did order some fall decks, and I will be doing a video about the compilation that I've kind of put together that I thought was really good. This one I really reached for today is called Victoria Francis Oracle Deck, and it is a very gothic, witchy kind of deck. And when I opened it, I was like, it comes in a beautiful box. It's got a little string here, and as I was going through the images, they're not in order, because I'm working on the spread right now. As I was going through the images, I was taken back with things that are going on in the world right now. And currently, there is a missing persons case that has touched my heart dearly. Of the little girl in Tennessee who's 5 years old. I'm not quite sure why I've been drawn to this case. Other than that, there was, a family tragedy when I was younger. My cousin um, was that age when it happened, and I think it brought up a lot for me. Somehow I thought I might be able to find some answers and all that. So the last few days I've been kind of exhausted, not by that alone, by everything that we've been doing here at our homestead and busy with work, and hubby's off doing something, letting me kind of take a break today. Um, so anywho, here's the images. They're really like deep. This is a very deep deck. Here are the backs. It might be scary for some. I actually really was into goth at one time, and I felt like it was a way that kind of protected me in a way, that because people just didn't want to approach you. You're wearing all black and you look kind of scary. Um, so this is actually a really beautiful deck, and after doing the spread, I realized why I was drawn to this deck. And there's something that we all face in life. We all face ups and downs. We all face things that either disturb us, upset us, sadden us, things like that. And how are we going to react to it? How are we going to process it and work through that to come out to the other side? That's what this deck is about. This deck is about seeing the light, seeing the hope in dark times, or dark situations, or dark experiences, or things where you're feeling stuck in something that's dark. So I don't want people to be scared of this deck. You know what I mean? I think it's really a quite beautiful deck. So let me see. I'm just going to read the front cover page of this. Victoria Francis Oracle cards. Through the centuries, oracles have been a source of wisdom. Their ability to connect with both the higher realms and the voice within you gives a greater understanding of our goals, finding purpose, and more importantly, guiding us through difficult periods in our lives. By pulling a card a day or creating a more in-depth spread with these cards, the wisdom of the oracle will give you clear and concise answers and guidance for your greater good. The images of the oracle combine images of fear and romance. Its theme helps us to understand the darkness within and around us and explore the delicate balance between the light and darkness. These cards portray a romantic vision, an exploration of a world engulfed in shadow, where only light comes from the spark at the core of the human soul. I'm going to read that again. The exploration of a world engulfed in shadow, where only light comes from the spark at the core of the human soul. All of us have that light, that spark inside of us, and it's so important to reach for it when, times are hard. And if you can't reach for it within, reach for it around you. Find someone to confide in, to share in, to talk to. It says in the 1970s, the Gothic scene built momentum and gathered strength as a sign of individuality. The uniform was to wear black from head to toe. Despite its image, Goths are free thinkers, and although they often face judgment from others, there is much wisdom in their roots. The Victoria Francis Oracle awakens the voice within each of us. They encourage us to step out of our comfort zone and think about the choices of the many paths we are unable to follow. The images of these cards are at times harrowing and dark, but they encourage us to face our fears and to recognize that even in the darkest times, there is always a light at the end of the tunnel. These cards ask you to look beyond the initial image, as the wisdom is within the greater picture. In each card lies a solution and answer to your question. Through these cards, you will discover that your destiny is in your hands. When we feel fear, anxiety, dread, or emotional turmoil, it limits us as individuals. These cards will encourage you to look at how you can change a negative emotion into a positive outcome. And I think that's what's really beautiful about this deck. So, just looking at it at first glance, you're like, oh my gosh, this is shocking, this is scary, this is deep, this might not be for me. And I really I felt that when I was looking at the images. I was like, is this did I make a decision here that I was like, maybe this isn't a deck for me. I like to think about things all in the love and light kind of perspective and always try to be positive. But, in truth, that without the darkness, we don't know what light is. So, there is a spread in here. I think they just do a 1-card reading. There's a 3-card reading where it's past, present, and future. And this was the only other spread that they had, was called the Arch spread. And then they just show how you can do a guided meditation with one of the cards, where you see yourself in the picture and you explore as yourself, going through the images and then coming back out of it, and stepping out of the looking glass. You know what I mean? So here is the Arch spread, and I'm going to read. I did this today, and so the first question, it's set up like this. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 at the top. So the first one was, what blocks me? And this card jumped out, and this is number 3. If I can get this to. Number 3 is, let your light shine. This is the mirror in the candlelight. Why do you not see the shining light within you as others do? What are you afraid of revealing, which is stopping you from discovering your true potential? The time has come to remove the mask and show to the world and be your true self. You feel the need to protect yourself from emotional harm, but you have nothing to fear from stepping into the limelight, as things can only change for the better. If you are feeling blocked, with a little effort, you can push through this difficult period in your life and conquer whatever is holding you back. You are on the brink of change. You just need the encouragement and support. You know you're heading for the right path. The light ahead of you shines brightly, and opportunities are calling. Don't allow fear of the unknown to stand in your way. Embrace the challenges ahead, and they will be the making of you. Sorry, I don't have my glasses. It's beautiful. I was looking at this image, and I'm like, whoa, what could this possibly say in the guidebook? And it was spot on. So we're going to move on to number 2. The question was, who is blocking me? And I got number 5. So, who is blocking me? Let's see if I can get this without sparkly. It's hard to pick up in the lighting in my room here. There's a girl in the water. There's 2 girls in the water kissing behind. There's another girl kind of looking at everybody, and there's trees up above. So it looks like they're in a pond or a lake. Number 5 is midnight mirth, sadness, regret, and love. So this is who is blocking me. The feminine energy within you needs to be nurtured. There is a feeling of sadness which at times may be overwhelming. This may be due to you feeling unsupported. If you feel you are not part of the crowd, then maybe it is time to seek out new friends, connect with new groups, discover new places where social connections can be made. There are strong women in your life whom will help guide you, support you, and influence your life. This is the right time to connect with them. You do not have to walk any path alone unless you choose to do so. Wise words are needed to bring some sense into a current situation. You may be fearful of speaking out, but holding back will only bring resentment and anger and will prevent you from progressing. So basically, this just says who is blocking me. Like, I just feel like this, in a way, says that I'm blocking me. Like any kind of sadness or regret that I'm feeling is blocking me from moving forward. And I just, it's like just right there. So the next question in the spread was, how do I remove these barriers? So I got, how do I remove these barriers? This just, I just always blows my mind when I open up a new deck and try it out, and I'm like, oh, wow, it's so right about a lot of things. So you see this girl with flowers around her hair. I believe that's like a ring or some kind of like pearl or a little light or a fairy on a leaf. I don't know. I'm maybe I'm not seeing that clearly, but it almost looks like there's like a little fairy on the leaf. Anywho, this was 12. And then how do I remove these barriers? This is the Autumn Bride, beauty, healing, and kindness. There's a beautiful flow of energy around you. Your energy is high. People around you can sense and feel the glowing exuberating from your aura. Your positive energy is rubbing off on others. They'll be aware of psychic vampires, those who drain your energy when they see your light shining brightly. If you feel you're in the need for healing, this card suggests that you reconnect with nature. Feel the grass beneath your feet, the air on your face, or do something which will help you to feel rejuvenated. This is an excellent time to tap into your inner thoughts. Your mind is calm and receptive. There are times when we all need to step out of the rat race and be kind to ourselves. This is your time now. This card is all about self-love. It's like stepping back, taking a restful time to just rejuvenate, collect yourself, feel good, fill your cup up. I love this. Great card. All right, so in the next one, I've got 2 more. How will the life flow? How will my life flow differently once I've made changes? So I got 36. How will my life flow after I've made some changes? I got this beautiful card. Don't we all wish we could just wear dresses like this all day? I love it. It's gorgeous. She's got her crow. She's got her umbrella. She's just kind of chilling. It looks like she's in a graveyard. There's an angel. Something a lot of people didn't know about me is I actually grew up down the street from a very old graveyard, and there's lots of graveyards where I grew up in Massachusetts, and it is a place that people went to like hang out, meet up, chat. We did things on the back side of the hill. We had in the wintertime we would go sledding. and it was just a beautiful time. Like, I found it really restful to actually go to a graveyard when I was a kid. So, I know, I'm a little weird. Things y'all didn't know about me. Again, what was the question? How will my life flow differently once I made changes? So this is confidence, ability, and multitasking. This is the winter rebirth. That sounds amazing. Okay. The ability to look and feel confident when there's chaos all around you is quite an art. However, it shows how much you have grown as a person in the last few years. Challenges have made you stronger, and you can hold your head high and be proud of what you have achieved. You have an air of confidence about you others can see. They can see this and are watching you blossoming into the person you wish to be. You are protected and connected to your higher self, a beautiful gift. Learn to use this wisely and watch life expand beautifully. There are messages all around you. Open your eyes and see the synchronicities. Spirit is talking to you and showing you the way. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And then the last one, which popped out twice for me, I put it back in thinking, well, maybe I just dropped it, and no, it came out again. So this is, what is my true potential? And I got number 17. So, what is my true potential? I just see a really beautiful, strong woman, strong feminine energy. That's what I saw when I first saw this card. It is the mirror of truth, determination, achievement, and ambition. This is great determination and focus about you. You have set your sights on a goal and determined that you will reach it. You are focused and ready for a new challenge. Nothing at this time will stand in your way. This newfound inner strength is empowering, and you can feel the energy within you. The future looks bright, and there's a feeling of wanting more from life. This card suggests that this is just the beginning of your journey. Imagine how much more you can achieve if you stay focused. It is important not to be distracted at this time, as the more focused you are, the quicker you will reach your goals. Again, just a strong, confident, beautiful woman in her own power, taking charge of her life and not taking any shit from anybody. It's beautiful. It's such a beautiful card. I love this deck. I honestly was really quite surprised by this reading. I think it was something I needed to hear. And I'm going to put together, I'll be putting some more videos out on my YouTube channel. So if you haven't subscribed, head on over to Mermaid Bay Tarot. I created a separate channel to share my spirituality and my journey with tarot and oracle and the things that I'm learning or things that I'm drawn to and things that I've just really wanted to share in the knowledge that I have and have been learning with others. So I hope to see you guys there. Thanks for joining me here at Mermaid Bay. Let me know if you have this deck. What do you think of it? What other fall decks are you looking forward to, or that you might have? I know there's a lot of new decks coming out this year, and it's so hard to resist. So hard to resist because there's so many amazing decks. Let me know what your thoughts are down below. Comment and share. And thanks for joining me here. I hope you guys have a beautiful weekend. And we will see you in the next video.